Yo, that's a little close. Yo, what up, homies? We're over here at our little house that we redid last episode, and that's because today we're going to start with a little church right here. We're going to redo this church, maybe move it a little bit, and yeah, that's what we're doing. So we did this little house last time. It used to look a little bit like that one with the terracotta. Terracotta? Is that terracotta? I don't even remember. But yeah, so today we're going to start by redoing this church. And hold on, let me, how do I do this? So I'm a little bit undecided with this thing on if I want to just leave it there or move it like this way a little bit and back so that it's not, you know, directly right up on the path. And if I'm honest, I'm kind of leaning towards moving it a little bit just because... you know what? I don't want to move it this way, actually. I just want to move it back a little bit. Do I? Is that really what I want to do? Or should I just, you know, full on redesign it and do something completely different? My goodness, the options are just endless. I don't know what to do. But giving it a fresh redesign does sound pretty good now, doesn't it? Then I could just tear this down, rebuild my own thing. I think that sounded pretty good. That is what we're gonna do. Oh, and would you look at that? It's still in my inventory. White terracotta. I never, ever had a doubt. But anywho, let's climb up this bad boy and start tearing it down. And it is gone. So now we need to start planning something. So let's get some materials out. All right, we got our deep slate stuff and we are ready to go. So let's figure out what we're gonna do in this space. So we're gonna start by moving it back from the path just a bit. Maybe we'll start it about here-ish. And our little doorway is gonna be made out of the chiseled deep slate. No real reason other than it's, you know, different, I guess. And then we're going to kind of stagger it like this just a bit. Yeah, I think we'll just go straight up and come right across the top now. Something like that. Ooh, that's kind of a decent entrance, actually. It's very, very creepy. So then we'll get over here. We'll do a little bit more. Actually, wait. We're probably going to go a little wider, right? And then we're just going to double this up so that there's something in there. But I think we might go just a bit wider and then start heading back. So for the corners over here, we'll do... Actually, let's start with some cracked since it's down near the ground. We'll do that. Cap it off there. And cap that one off there. And then I want to do a few more walls in there. That might look a little decent. All right, we're going to try the tile walls and see how that looks from the front. And I'm kind of digging that, so I think we're going to stick with that one. Now, we are going to do walls this way as well, so let's just place those. And this first room, let's make it go to, we'll say here. All right, so let's do some cracked, then bring it up, and I can't reach. Oh. All right, so the first room will be like so. So I do have to go make some more tile walls. And you know what? Now that I think about it, let's use the same glass from the original church just to kind of bring it together. So we'll do this, and then this opening, we're just going to do the same thing, the two different color windows, just like the original church. And I messed that up somehow. How have I done this? How do I manage these things? Okay, that's more like it. Now we need wall and windows and probably opposite. Oh, I did it. All right, and then let's see. Do we bring it back in just a little bit? Something like this, maybe like that, but then that's pretty tight going this way, but that's kind of not a huge deal. So I think we'll do that. Add some more, cracked up there, maybe a couple down here. We do have to add some right in here though. Like that. That's a little bit better. All right, and then we will be going this away to, let's go there. Is that deep enough? Yeah, that's not too bad. So maybe we'll do that. And then this one will pop out like that. And this section is obviously going to be tall as well so that it looks like a church. So let's swap these out for just a little bit more, whatever this is called, cracked deep slate bricks. And then for the floor, we're going to raise it up just a bit. I think we'll do some of that on there for the floor. And then these actually don't need to be here because this part's going to be a little bit taller than the rest. Kind of the church steeple portion. And then around the base, we're going to do some stone bricks and cracked stone bricks and something like that. Ooh, I guess we should sleep. And then up here will be the walls, so we can start those. All right, so we got to make this a bit taller. Let's just use these blocks. I don't feel like getting out my scaffolding because I am a lazy. Now that's a bit taller. That might work. We'll have to see. So let's just fill this up with walls. And then we can throw some glass in here and see how the windows are going to work. Okay, so we'll do yellow on the top and bottom, and then 2 whites in the middle. No. Disagree. We are going to alternate them. Yep. And last but not least, this back wall. Oh my god, am I really one wall short? Alright, I'll go get that in a second, but let's just throw the glass in. We'll go make some more walls real quick. And now the steeple portion is just about complete. At least the walls. I mean, obviously, you know, missing a ceiling, also known as a roof. And for this bit, we're going to throw some stairs down with some slabs. And then we'll have to clear this out and make our actual floor. So let me just clear this in a jiffy. All right, and for the floor, I think we're going to do the polished. I don't know, for some reason I feel like this is going to work decently with a church. And all right, the whole floor is now polished deep slate. And since this is going to be popping up out of the roof, I think we will have to build a wall over here, which will come down to, let's see, don't want to do there. So we'll do 1 higher and then some walls. And yeah, we'll see how that looks once we do the roof, but we got to go get some wood for the roofs. All right, so I am going to try something that I just so happened to come across randomly about 5 minutes ago while I was eating lunch. So for the roofs, we are going to do a little something like this. There's essentially just going to be continuation of, ooh, I could put another window or something here. A continuation of the stone going up the angles, the side angles. So we're going to see how high we have to go for this to work. And then we can always come back and take out some of the stone to do another window or a wall for that matter. All right, so we have that just about done. Let's just do this side. And then we're going to do this part like this, a little bit recessed from the framing of the roof. So that wall will have to be edited just a little bit. All right, so this is going to have to switch. Actually, ooh, here's an idea. Let's just get rid of that. This is just going to be one big opening right there. We just got to throw some slabs up here now. Yep, that's where I wanted that one. Perfect. All right, we're done with the roof. Now for this over here, what if we just ripped this out and threw some walls right in here? Is that gonna be good enough? I don't want to do that, actually. I'm gonna do a window. Naturally, we only have 4 pieces of glass left, so what if we did do walls in between them? I think that might be doable. I think we'll leave that for now, maybe revisit it if it starts to bother us. I actually do kind of like that. I think we might be able to stick with that. So now I want to do this and the same thing on the other side. Like so. And now we've got to address the steeple and how tall it's going to be. So for the steeple part, I think what we're going to do is just kind of keep going up just a little bit, but we're going to do a little bit different and kind of frame it like this. Something along these lines, and then go up with that. So let's go up another 2. Nope. Go up another 2, and then see how that looks. So this is looking like it might be decent. And I just kind of did a little experiment while I was up there, so that's why I'm back down here, because we are going to do just a little something something. And that something something is I took out the block and put a slab right there, and I think that kind of adds just a little bit more depth to it. A nice little extra bit of detail where it kind of steps up to there, then goes this way and steps up a little more. I don't know. I can't explain my brain. All right, back up here. Let's do the opposite of what we just did down there and kind of make our way around and just kind of finish this. Ooh, I don't want that there. And just kind of finish this next level of the steeple, I guess we'll call it. So let's get our wood back out since I put it away for whatever the heck reason. And let's see if that same style of roof will work on top of the steeple as well. All right, so it's kind of like this, and then we keep stepping it up as per usual. And just for the record, I do not know if this is going to look good on this little tiny roof up here, but there's only one way to find out, right? So now we do this in here. I guess we'll kind of stagger it a little bit, just like we did with the other side. And then we need some slabs, which of course I forgot to grab because my brain doesn't work. So we got some slabs. Let's fly on back up there. We're not going to make it. Oh dear, we are struggling all of a sudden. Okay, so here we are. Oh, we still didn't make it. Perfect. Got up here first try. How about that? All right, let's get a bird's eye view of this thing now. Yeah, that roof doesn't work on the little bit, so we're gonna edit this a bit. So now what do we try for this roof? Do we just kind of do the... I don't even know what you would call this. I'm unfamiliar with types of roofs. All right, so that's actually not too bad. I do kind of wish it was a little tall. I do kind of wish it was a little taller, though. So let's see if we can't do something a little bit different. We're going to step this just out a little bit past the edge of the walls. And then we're also going to try making it a little bit taller, like steeper, I should say. So we're filling this in, and then we're going to do a block of wood and then do the stairs on top of that to see if that gives it a little bit more of a steeper feel to it. And then more blocks of wood, which of course I don't have enough of. Now let's get a view and see what that looks like. Oh, that's much better. That's actually much, much better. And I'm going to make it taller even still. Back up the scaffolding to do our last little bit just to make it a little bit taller. Maybe if we can get up there. Maybe if we can get up there. Maybe if we can get up there. So we've got that. And then we're going to do some fences. And we're going to make this into a cross as well, because it is a church after all. So hopefully that looks decent. And let's go get a view. Oh, I took my rockets out of my offhand. Oh, and let's go get a view. Okay, there we go. I think we're going to stick with that. I'm not the craziest about it, but I don't want to keep changing. And then the last little thing is I've been adding these slabs just to the under corner of each, or the underside of each corner. So let's walk on over here and take a gander at it. I think that's starting to look church-like. We do need some glass for in there, though. So what do I need? Yellow and white? Oh, actually, you know what? I have some back in the chests. All right, so glass acquired. We just need to get back up there and place in our windows. Now, should we do, yeah, we'll do yellow and yellow on top and bottom, and then we'll send a white into the middle, and that should be it for the exterior, I believe. Let's see how we're looking. Ooh, the windows actually kind of complete that. I'm digging that. Now, next, we need to do a little bit of interiorizing, which is now a word. But actually, first, we're going to go put a little bit of spruce in this roof, because I think that's the one thing that's bothering me is it's all exactly the same. And I don't know why, but that's just always bothered me with builds. So I'm just gonna go through and, you know, change a couple blocks here and there, put some spruce in, give it a little bit of character. You know the deal, you know the deal. All right, let's see. I think, yeah, that'll be good enough. Just a little bit more stuff going on. So now, actually, before we go get other stuff for the interior, let's do some ceiling help. We're just gonna mimic the same pattern that's going on out there, and we are now done with the ceiling. Now, while I have my wood, I think we're just gonna try and do some like seating in here so that you can sit down and not have a very good view if you're over there, but you know what, whatever. And then All right, I need to go grab a lectern. All right, lectern acquired, so let's do that. So now there's somewhere to stand up there, and that is looking pretty good. I know we have to do something up here, too. All right, so let's tower ourselves up real quick and just use some wood. I think we'll do just a little something like this. No, not like that. What are you doing? Like this. There we are. And then like that, and then we're going to hang a light from up here. So we need to go and grab a little bit of chain. Now we'll probably use fence actually, but we need some lanterns. All right, got some lanterns, and then we need our fences back. Oh, and look at that, a spruce door. How perfect. All right, so we are going to work our way down with some fence posts, and then a lantern. Is that high or low enough? Oh, that's proper. And then also right in here, we're gonna hang one from up there. Like that. So now we've got some lighting. We've got an interior. So we walk in here and it's, oh, you know, wow. Okay, the sun peeking through the window makes this for some reason a little bit more church feely. That's kind of funny. But it does kind of give off church vibes. It actually does. I'm happy with that. But I did just get one more idea. So let's see if this will work. And I think I am gonna like that. Oh yeah, that's a nice little change. That is a nice little tiny change, but I'm digging it. And that is pretty much the base of the church. So now is my favorite part. It's time to get green with it. Now this whole entire time, actually, let me check the other side too. We'll probably do both sides. But anyways, this whole entire time I've had the vision of just doing a bush right here. Right here, kind of creeping up the side a little bit. Probably creep all of the way up onto the roof, actually. So let's get up here so that we can spread this just a little bit more up around here. So that one's going to climb all of the way up to the steeple roof. Let's see how that one looks. All right, I'm liking it. And then we'll throw some vines like there and on here. And then let's put one there as well. And then they'll just kind of spread themselves, probably. That's just kind of what they do. Let's throw one right here. Put a vine up there. Let's see, let's put a glow like in there just for the heck of it. All right, then around this side, let's just do like a little tiny, you know, not anything crazy, just a little, oops, that's not where I wanted that. Just a little thing like that, and then, no. And then over here, we'll throw vine there, vine up there, probably will spread. Throw one on, oop, that's not where I wanted it, but we'll do that anyways. And then we'll put one on the cracked bricks there also. Oh, look at that one. It's already growing. And then for vines over here, we'll throw some more just to give it some green. And then I did want to do another bush over on this side. So let's make this work. Something like this. Make it climb up just a little bit. Like that. And then maybe we'll actually run it around this way just a bit as well. Okay, so there's that. Okay, all right, so let's sleep. All right, so it's looking pretty good now. So now I'm going to go through and just replace some of the dirt with coarse dirt. Not all of it though. You just kind of want to add it randomly, just, you know, a little bit of added texture around the building so that it's not all exactly, you know, uniform. Things being uniform just kind of bothers me in Minecraft, honestly. Okay, so we'll come down here. Gotta throw some around this side of the building also. I'm not gonna go too far this way because I think when we're done with this, we're gonna have a little bit of time left and we're gonna just do like a little, I don't even know what you would call it. I don't want to call it a park, but just some landscaping there just to make it look a little gooder. All right, I think we'll roll with that for a little. That should be a decent bit as I keep going. All right, so other than that, now I need to get that out. And, ooh, actually, you know what? I don't think it'll grow on coarse dirt, though. So let me grab the shears. And also, we can put the other stuff away. Okay, so the shears, and let me just grab some grass. That way we can make sure we're planting it where we want it to go. All right, so now we're just going to spam some bone meal and see what happens. And yeah, it doesn't grow on the coarse dirt, so we're going to have to grow it ourselves. Spam a little bit more bone meal and throw some grass on some coarse dirt. So it's looking pretty decent now. I did forget one slightly important thing though, and that would be lighting on the front of the building. So let me grab a couple lanterns, and we'll run right back on over here and just place them right on the building like nothing even happened. But where do we put them? Let's try this and see how this looks. Actually, I'm not going to do hanging, I just decided. I think we're going to leave it just like that. All right, last thing we're going to do here is just a little something here, but I'm also going to get rid of all of my wheat because I got something planned for here as well. I guess I could have just broken the dirt rather than done this, but whatever. All right, that's all gone. We got it smoothed out just a little bit. So now we can get going on the little idea that I have, which is actually going to start up here. So I got to remove this as well. So my plan is to have a little pond right here, which is going to run down into another little smaller pond right here. And that is going to run right across here, down into here where there may be a third pond, and then straight down into where it used to go down towards our mine. So let's just get a little shape dug out so that we can see what we're going to be working with. And we got a thunderstormy yet again. All right, let's sleep through it. There is a creeper up there, and I don't like that. If he comes down here, he's going to make a big old mess of what I'm working on. All right, that seems to be just a little bit better for my liking. We will get rid of the pathway, though. Go back to just regular old dirt. Actually, you know what? Let's just expand it that way a bit, too. Why not? All right, so that is as big as I think we're going to go with this. And now let's get some water from this little thing that I hope is still up here. That would be kind of unfortunate if it wasn't. Ah, there it is. And then we'll start filling in this thing and making a pond. All right, so we'll do the infinite water trick, and then we will just start not doing that. How the heck did I put it that high? What? I don't even know how that works. That was impressive. Now the next pond will be, let's see, we'll go right here, right down like this, into our next pond. And like I said, this one's going to be fairly small compared to the other. And then right down here. Nice big section carved out here. So let's continue our water before we do anything else, I suppose. Okay, so we'll break the levee. And we just need to place water and do some more water expanding. And let's just keep on going while we're at it. And then it's gonna leave right through here, right down the mountain. There it goes. See ya. We got our little pond to pond to pond setup going. Let's see how it looks from way up here, actually. Oh, yeah. Pond to pond to pond. Actually, I'm gonna tighten up this little thing going right through here, like so. There we are. And then we can do our little bridge here. And the bridge is gonna be spruce for the most part, but I suppose I should get out some deep slate as well. All right, so how is this gonna go now? We'll do this first, I suppose. Don't like that. I don't want to deal with an angle. Okay, there we go. I want a couple walls, actually 4 to be exact. And then we'll do wall, 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 and that is just gonna be, and I have already changed my mind and we're doing straight up walls all the way across. All right, so I need 2 more slabs, and then we need some lanterns for the bridge. Just a nice quaint little bridge, nothing special. All right, so now, sorry, I'm eating a Reese's. All right, so now we can get to beautifying. So first I'm gonna do some coarse dirt and mud. So, oh good, I have 1 mud. That's just enough. So let me get some mud out and some coarse dirt. So in the middles of this, we're just going to do a little bit of mud, I think. Just kind of adds a little bit of depth to it when it's in there. All right, so we obviously have to do the other ones now. I guess we should we do some on the waterfall? Why not? Why not? We'll throw some on the waterfall. All right, so everything I just dug out is going to be mud, and then Once we fill in all of the mud, we'll do a little coarse dirt around for some nice little, I ran out of mud, for some nice little texture, added texture around. Now, every hole that we dig out now is going to be coarse dirt. This is just kind of one little funky way that I tend to do some of my texturing bits. Do one and make sure they're placed properly, then do another and make sure they're placed properly, and so on. And so you can kind of see it's just that added little bit where this is just a little different between the two. So that tends to be why I do that. Now, of course, we got to add some around the pond. So this one we also just do randomly, sporadically, and, you know, no real rhyme or reason. Oh, that is not what I was looking for. All right, so let's start working our way down. Okay, I guess we'll do 2 there. Why not? Then we'll just throw some sporadically through here. Guess we probably should move our base camp too. It's a little bit in the way now. All right, then we got to go down here. Down into the last little bit of pond. So we'll do the border of this one first, since we kind of started doing that. And let's just keep running with it. All right, and now we have to do the ground in the middle of the pond. So let's do the mud first. Oh, that works. Why not? All right, and now, just like with the other one, just some coarse dirting around. Just in time for the sun to be going down. Oh, and perfect amount in that hand. All right, let me move my base camp real quick before we continue with the beautifying process. Okay, for real, last thing before we go through and do the bone mealing and all that good stuff, I need a tree right here. There's just this perfect spot right here for a nice tree. Maybe have it lean over the water a little bit. So, well, let's just see what we can come up with. So this right here is pretty much going to be the base of the tree. I think we'll put a stair there and a stair there. And a stair there, I suppose. Why not? And then we'll add a couple more roots down here. And then we're kind of just working up. So let's go like this. This one is also going to be a stair because we're just going up. And then let's see. We'll do a slab there. And we'll get rid of this one and add a slab there. So as I was saying, we're just kind of going up. And we'll do, let's see. We'll put a stair right here. And kind of start going this way with it. And then we'll do one here. And then kind of keep going up like this direction, I guess. Let's see, how does this look? I usually use my recam to see just how well the shapes of the trees are looking. And it's interesting. So we'll go up a little higher. And I think this will be a pretty good height. So let me... I do have to go back down, actually, because we need to make a couple more planks and turn these into fences, but I do have sticks. Need a couple more planks just so we can texturize the tree itself. All right, that's a little bit better for the base. So now we need to start putting some branches on this thing. Next one will be here. We'll make it grow out this way and kind of sideways a bit. And that way, when we do this one, we can really split this one and just kind of have it go wherever it is that we want, maybe. Oh, I guess we're going down. All right, branches are coming along. Now let's go up this side so that we can make it a little bit more even. All right, we'll do one way up here. So this one's going to come out a bit, and we'll make this one branch this way. We'll throw one here that goes both directions. And of course, hanging over the pond just a bit, as we wanted. All right, now let's see. Where are we missing? I think this could come out a little bit further. Make it come down and out. All right, I think we'll start throwing some leaves on this and see what we can come up with. I don't remember if I've ever done a custom oak tree before, but we are going to make it work. All righty, well, let's get to climbing. All right, so we're going to be using a mix of oak and dark oak. And I've already fallen. So it seems that when I fell, I in the process somehow muted my mic, and so I did the rest of the tree talking to nothing, literally nothing. But hey, it doesn't look too bad. It's very irregular, which I was going for, and since you didn't really get to see my process, essentially just do the branches and then completely cover them in leaves, like top, bottom, sides, everything. Everything that you can cover on the branch, I cover in leaves. And then any like weird gaps that there may be, or if I forgot a spot, I'll just fill that in with leaves. So it's you weren't really missing too much. It's just kind of a matter of getting the branches correct. But yeah, so that's our custom oak tree, and it's not exactly oak tree like. I mean, I guess it kind of is actually, but yeah, I'm all right with it. So now we're just going to get some leaves of the rest of the types and a bunch of the green stuff, and we are going to go to town with making this look good. I need to go get some bone meal. Oh, look at that entrance. Woo-hoo-hoo. Professional. Let's see, can I go back the other way? Oh, no, going the other way is not a thing. All right, I do also need to make some more grass, so I need these, and we just gotta go harvest some, I suppose. All right, here we go. Let's get to beautifying. So over here, I want to do a bit of a continuation off of this bush, I think. So we'll do something a little like this, and just kind of run it right over towards the, what is this thing called? The pond. And then on the other side, we'll just do like a little something or other right here near the water. You know what? Maybe we'll put one in the water. And we will leave that like that. Maybe extend it a little bit, actually. All right, over here. Actually, no, I don't want to do any right next to here, I don't think, because we got the tree right there. So we don't really need to, as a matter of fact. We'll throw a vine on there just to make myself happy. All right, down here, I do want to do a bush, though. Like right in this corner, we'll start it out with, why are these all in a weird order? Okay, there we go. So we'll do a little something, something right here. Just a little bush, maybe have it trickle into the water just a bit. And then just, you know, that's about it. All right, so we got that over there. It's looking good. Not going to do anything on this side yet because we still have to clean that up and do something with our cows. So before I go bone meal crazy, I'm going to do the grass on the coarse dirt just because I find that a little bit easier to actually get it on the coarse dirt rather than, you know, throw it somewhere where I don't exactly want it. So we'll just run around, keep throwing some grass down on these random blocks of, what is it, dirt, coarse dirt. And then once I'm satisfied with that, we'll start the bone mealing process, which is going to be a little bit exciting. We are going to go bone meal happy. Let's get to the bone mealing. Actually, we don't really have to do this side. We kind of already did this side. But we'll work our way around the pond like this. Go down this way just a beat. Under the tree, of course. Next to the water, some more around the tree, and then over to this side. And of course it won't grow on the path, which that's all right. We'll be doing that another time. All right, I think that is actually pretty good. It's looking pretty greened up, I would say. All right, let's get a good look at it from over here, I guess. Oh yeah, that'll do. That'll do, donkey. All right, so now let's throw some glow lichen around. There's somehow not too many zeros around. I mean, I guess there are still some torches around, so that's all right. Maybe we'll do the glow lichen another time. And let's get a flying view of what we've done today. Wow, look at that. Landscaping, a tree, a church, a pond owl. We got quite a bit done. And now, you know, just before we end, I really just have to. I have to. I know we're 30 minutes in plus, but, you know, I have to. So let's go. All right, I've taken up enough of your time now. Bye!